Think about putting sugar into tea. If you don't stir it, you're going to get bland, 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 sweet. Teaching works the same way. If we don't stir differentiation into the day, some people are getting sweet and others are just not. This video is part of the Differentiation in the Classroom series, where we're exploring really practical ways to get differentiation into your everyday teaching. So differentiation is part of inclusive practice. The umbrella would be inclusion, and this is one of the methods. Carol Ann Tomlinson describes how we can get at differentiation through 4 things: content, process, product, and environment. I feel like I'm always counting at you guys. Anyway, you can use those 4 things, content, process, product, and environment, as a framework. It's backed by research and it's giving every learner a fair way into what you're doing. Let's look at content first. That's what the learners are learning. So as I told you before in another video, the content stays the same, but the entry points are different. I think we're all familiar with this one. Say the lesson is history. Some learners might read a short article, some might watch a video, and some might look at a visual timeline. Different starting points, same outcome. Let's now look at process. Process is how the learners are going to engage with your content. You've got the debate, the diagram. This is where you can get so creative. You can do role plays. I used to really dislike puppets. Now I can see you can use puppets if you want. I think for our more complex learners, this is the point where teachers are a bit confused about what to do for them. Call out in the comments below. I am here. I'm experienced with this. Let me help you with it. Up here is some stuff you would not believe. Call out. I'm here to help. Again, the key is the goal stays the same and the learners can rotate through different activities and approaches until everybody develops the full set of skills. The full set of skills are going to look different for every person. It's not about avoiding challenge. It's about giving a fair way in for everyone. We've done content, we've done process. Let's look at the product. And if any of this is semi-familiar to you from the UDL video, 500 points for Gryffindor. Product is how learners show what they know. Some might write a report, others make a poster. Again, get creative. I think posters have been overused. Just me. They could record a short video, but they're all assessed on the same criteria because it's the display of knowledge, not how it gets to you. When you start doing this really well, you'll see how well your students get at self-assessing and choosing the right level for them, the right amount of challenge. I love it when I see kids get to this stage of being able to pick exactly what they need. Then we've got environment. That's where the learning happens. And this is where a lot of teachers say, I cannot change my environment. You kind of can in little ways. Flexible seating, quiet corners. I can see a lot of people laughing at that. Digital tools, that comes under environment. Under the table. So making sure that the environment, one of the teachers, as our early childhood people will tell us, is just making sure that everybody has what they need to succeed. Now, if you put this in the lens of somebody who is autistic and possibly would need a quieter space, depends on the learner, then that's where you're affecting the environment for them. Let's look at how you might do this in a real life setting. Say you're doing a science lesson on ecosystems. Content, you could have videos, readings, photo sets, but just consider how you can switch it up a little bit to vary the content. Process, again, you could have role plays with predator-prey. Might get a little bit out of hand. Today's badges, embrace the chaos. You could diagram a food chain or write it out. I really like to have learning centres set up. I know that's not possible for a lot of people at the moment. For our juniors, you could have pictures or little animals, put the right animal in the right ecosystem. Environment. Learners pick a space where they can focus, or learners pick a space where they can produce the product successfully. So today we looked at how to stir in differentiation into our practice through content, process, product, and environment, where everybody's accessing the same learning just in ways that work for them. Fair, inclusive, evidence-informed. Bang, bang, bang. So here's your challenge. Grab something that you're going to do this week and stir in some of those adjustments through content, process, product, or environment. I'll bet you'll notice a change in engagement. These small, consistent adjustments make inclusive practice real. And that's what we're going for. Inclusion by stealth. See what you can get away with this week. Have a great one.